This is your host, Jason Snellgrove, and I will be your guide as we journey down the road to pleasure hunt or hitting the long trail to those great comp hunts. This is the Coonhound Collective podcast. All right, welcome to the podcast today. I'm glad to have you joining us here today, and we got a special topic we're going to talk about. I'm joined by Mr. William McCarley. How's it going today?
Doing well.
Well, me and you've had a phone conversation prior to me hitting record, and then we had one last week, and I'm really interested in the program you have going on. But before we get into that, why don't you kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from?
All right. I'm William McCarley. I grew up in a little town called Lounsville, South Carolina. I went to school, Camel Falls High School. I worked at the Governor's School of Agriculture at John Dela Howe in McCormick, South Carolina. And I am the coach of the new track and tree Coonhound team.
Yeah, and that is what we're here to talk about, and I'm really interested in getting to that to get to that topic. But how did you get involved in tree dogs or coon dogs?
I got my first coon dog puppy when I was 15. Little English dog. I got a pair of them. Buck and Max was their names, and the older gentleman down the road from my house, Mr. Wood Hall, he took me hunting, and I have been in the woods every coon season ever since.
So you've been eat up with it ever since that first set of puppies?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I hunted every breed you could think of.
Yeah. What do you currently have as dogs now? What kind of dogs you got now?
Currently I got black and tans.
Black and tans. Well,
yes.
I had a podcast release this week with Chad McCoy, and we talked some black dogs. I'm a black dog fan, and I'm really a fan of their association. They do a good job with their yearbook.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah. So, what's your black and tans out of?
They are out of, I can't tell you right offhand. Great day. It's been a minute.
That's okay.
I'm a pleasure hunter.
Yeah.
And as far as papers goes, I'll look at them when they're puppies, but as far as grown dogs, I don't competition hunt them. So the competition world is a little bit new to me. I got buddies that it's a little different. But the male I got, I do know he's X-bred because he come out liver colored.
Okay.
Out of a full black and tan litter. And other than that, he's probably the best little dog I've ever had.
Yeah, well, hey, you know what they say, you got to hunt what suits you in your area, and if he suits you, that's all that matters. I think we get hung up sometimes on what's going here and what's going there and the flavor of the month, but you still got to hunt what suits you in your terrain at home.
Yes, sir.
That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Well, we kind of got connected, and what we want to talk about is this track and train coon hunting team that y'all have put together there. And I'm really interested in it. You know, they have high schools have all kind of things for kids to get involved in. You know, golf teams, archery teams, fishing teams, rodeo teams. I mean, there's just a menagerie of things that kids can be involved in with different kind of sports. And you know, I heard somebody sent me a message and told me about you, and I thought, well, this is different, and I've never. There may be another school somewhere else that has a coon hunting team. I've never heard of it, if there is, and I was very interested in it and wanted to talk to you about it. Yeah, I mean it's pretty neat. It's definitely a way to expose some young people to our sport and maybe get them interested in and keep them involved for years to come. So why don't we start off by telling us how this program even come to be?
We had a little girl last semester started. She put the wheels in motion, and she was the driving factor. She wrote up a 12-page of papers telling her teachers why we needed a team, how it would benefit the school, and even convinced me to coach. And that was doing something right there. So,
Yeah, I'd say so.
She contacted people, got all the kids that are interested in it interested, and it has just multiplied and expanded from there. And everything that we do, we tell her that it's because of her.
Yeah. Well, that's saying something. I don't know how old she was or what grade she's in, but for her to take the initiative to bring an idea of a program to her teachers and I'm sure school administrators or whatever, and for the school, hats off to the school for looking into it, not just turning their nose or head up to it and saying no, we don't want to mess with that. For them to actually pursue it, and it sounds like to me that that y'all are well on your way to having a pretty good program that maybe be a long lasting program there at that school.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So all right, well let's okay, first off, you told me y'all have seven currently right now. You have 7 members on the team, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And your plan is to probably cap it around 12 members.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
you have coming into this new school year, you have roughly 17 students that are interested.
That are interested. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Let's talk about the school a little bit, because I think the school, when we think school, we may be thinking about a private school or our county high school, and y'all school is a little bit different. So let's talk about the grade ranges and the age ranges and the residential part of the school, if you can kind of explain that a little bit.
Okay. The Governor's School of Agriculture at John Dela Howe, it's 1,300 acres. It's mostly hardwoods, farmland, and campus. It's a residential school from 10th grade through 12th grade. So it's prime time to get kids interested in hunting and stuff like that. But being residential, the kids, they can stay on campus from August all the way through May. And they can go home on weekends, but they have to be either a day student or a full-time residential. So if they live close, they can go back home during the night. It's a public school. Anybody's welcome to come and apply for it. They have a meal plan. That's the only thing you pay for at the school. And right now, we currently have 108 kids who are students.
Wow. So is the school publicly funded, or is it completely privately funded?
It's publicly funded.
Okay. Okay. So kids can come if they don't live close enough to go drive back and forth to the school during the day. There is some dorms that the kids can stay in, kind of like a college, I guess, situation.
Yes.
from August to May.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And we have kids all the way from Florida to North Carolina, Georgia, and I think we had a couple from Tennessee, but
Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
So outside of obviously specializing in a coon hunting team, is there any other specialties that this agriculture school teaches that could help a young person?
They teach They teach welding, ag mechanics, forestry, horticulture, animal science, and they do shotgun teams. That's a real big thing on campus. And we have a fishing team. So we get out there and we do all kinds of stuff. We do show teams. So I mean, it's a big campus, and there's a lot of room to be filled.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like there's a lot going on. It sounds like if you were a young person and kind of knew you wanted to be outdoors doing something with agriculture or forestry or whatever, it may be a good path option to jumpstart your future for sure. Just from what I've heard, so far about it. All right, so let's get back to the coon hunting team, and let's kind of explain, I guess, the dogs, the dogs that you currently have, where they come from, where they're housed, that type of thing.
Okay. We have a kennel on campus. Like I said, if each team member has a dog, it'll hold 12 dogs. So,
so is the I guess, is the team members bringing in already started dogs, or is anybody bringing in young dogs to actually go through the steps of training the dog throughout the year, or how does that work?
We got 2 kids that are bringing puppies in. They'll be 5 months old when they come in. We do have 1 student with 2 older dogs that are finished. They are really jam up walkers, really like them. The other 2, they're just pleasure dogs. They're good dogs, and they try real hard, and they're probably about 40% accurate. So
Yeah.
the kids don't care anything about competition hunting those. They're just out there to spend time in the woods and tree, and they just love it. So that's all I can ask for.
Yeah. Well, let's I guess let's start off with you got the 7 students. What's the makeup of the you told me, but so people know, what's the makeup of the 7 students as far as girls to boys and that type of thing?
We have 6 girls and 1 boy.
Okay. And then your local club is involved with this also. If you can kind of explain what goes on there and kind of mention their name so people are aware.
Okay. We've got the McCormick County Coonhunters Association. They're about 5 miles down the road from campus. Every Thursday night, they've offered to let us in on a youth hunt and practice session with other local youth within their club. Abbeville County Coonhunters Association is working with us. They do pretty decent hunts, probably once a month, maybe twice a month, depending on how everybody's schedule goes. So they're helping us out a lot, and we can't be more proud of that than anything.
Yeah. So they're putting on your local club there that's right down the road every Thursday night is putting on basically some mock hunts to help the kids be prepared for a competition hunt.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And then at the school, I'm assuming there's maybe, I assume that the kids are probably involved in other things, but when it pertains to the coon hunting team, I'm sure there's like some kennel chores, teaching them about taking care of dogs, and then is there some classroom time, maybe going over rules and breaking rules down to help them understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every day after school's out, which is around 3:15, the kids are on a schedule. They have to go down there to the kennels, clean kennels, feed dogs, walk dogs every day, no matter what, weather permitting. And then every evening during the week, if we have time, we'll work on rules and regulations for each of the competitions. We'll work a little bit on showing each dog if they're willing to show a dog. So we'll have to get some practice benches and stuff like that. Teach that a little bit more. And the biggest thing is we don't want these dogs to sit idle. They're a working pack, so the kids are not down there to socialize and just hang out and meet up after school. We want these kids to know that this is a major responsibility.
Yeah, well, and it is, and man, my hat's off to all y'all. I mean, I know the kids are putting in some work, but it's a lot on, you adults as well that are involved in making sure, the kids are doing what they're supposed to do and taking care of the dogs and taking them hunting and all this stuff. So you got 7 now. So you're going to probably accept 4 or 5 more students. Say there's a student you accept in, and maybe they don't have a hound currently, a young dog or an old dog. Are y'all willing to, if someone out there listening maybe has an older dog that's seasoned, that's finished, or y'all willing to accept any type of donation of a dog like that to help these kids along with their competition hunting or pleasure hunting?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. If that person is willing to donate an animal, we're going to try to find the student that fits best with that person. Let them talk to everybody who's willing to take it. We just want to make sure this dog is well taken care of.
Yeah. And so, just so we're clear, the school actually does not own any of the dogs. The students themselves is the owners of the dogs, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And one of the reasons I wanted to get you on here, and I didn't even do this on purpose, but I got up this morning and put this shirt on, and I'm gonna start here, and then you can kind of help me as we go. But Ray Conrad with Bright Eyes Lights donated you some lights for these kids. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I bought the new Avenger last year, and he Autumn Oaks, and he gave me a shirt, and I got up this morning, didn't even think about it, put it on till right this moment. So, well, that's awesome that Ray donated lights for those kids, and that's one of the things we want to talk about a lot. Public school funding is tight, and it's sometimes hard to get people to donate privately, but one of the things we wanted to bring up was there's some other things that y'all could definitely benefit from for these kids, for if there's anyone out there listening that has a dog supply that maybe wants to get involved, with this. And, I'm going to try to work on a few things on my end to try to help y'all out. But, what are some of the things that are pretty immediate needs that the kids would need to kind of get started for this fall?
We're gonna need, man, it's a lot, and I don't expect everything the first few seasons or whatever, but we'll need collars, leads, dog bowls, food storage cabinets, roll cages, live traps. Dog and Hunt Supply donated a GPS system. We're going to need probably 4 or 5 more collars. It's just anything you can think of, and we're not. Yes, sir. We are very much appreciative of anything that you can.
What system did they donate, a Garmin or a Dogtra?
Garmin.
Okay. So if somebody out there got some extra Garmin collars that you want to donate, this would be a good spot to put them. You're going to need probably some hip waders, some hunting boots, for these kids, which will be size specific. So, you will need to reach out to William, or tell you probably the easiest thing is you can send me an email at the Coonhound Collective at gmail.com, or message me on Facebook. I will get you Mr. Williams' phone number, where you can reach out and talk to him if you're interested in donating. Obviously, Mr. Ray stepped up and donated 7 lights for these first 7. If they accept 4 or 5 more kids, they're going to need some more lights. And I know there's some guys out there listening that build show benches, and it sounds like that's something y'all are working on and could probably use. So if there's somebody that's, wants to build some show benches to donate, I think that'd be good. I really just think the main reason I want to do this is everybody talks about doing stuff for the youth, and we have these hunts, and we try, guys donate their time to go there and put on the hunts and have non-hunting judges to judge these kids. But y'all have took it a step further by actually incorporating this into part of the school, which is awesome.
Yes.
And that is how we grow the sport. I don't need the Black and Tan Association or the English Association to promote dogs to me, because I'm going to hunt what I want to hunt. But this is an opportunity, I feel like, for even some of these associations to step up and get involved and help this school out, because what a better way to promote your breed of dog and your association by influencing a teenager now in high school in this coon hunting team of, what the breed has to offer. So, I would like to see some breed associations of some sort, some higher ups that maybe listen to this, that are involved in the board or whatever with the breed associations, to reach out and, to you or to me, and I'll put them in contact with you and get involved and help, pursue the, and promote their breed to these kids. I mean, well, I've talked about this on other podcasts. We as hunters, especially us older guys, we're kind of going to hunt what we got, whatever breed it's being, and we may go back and forth, but I don't really need the English Association to promote English dogs to me, because I hunt them already. Already mess with some Black and Tans from time to time. I don't need the Black and Tan Association to promote them to me. But this is a great opportunity for those associations to promote it to these kids. So I would really like to see that. But, yeah, I mean, guys, y'all know coon hunting equipment is expensive. Everything's is expensive, and there's a lot of things that we get involved in to donate to and do. And I would just challenge you, if you own a dog supply company, even if it's something small, reach out. Let's try to help get this team equipped so they can have the proper gear to go into the fall ready to get out and go hunting, and really help start these kids off on the right foot. I think it would go a long way. And I know the coon hunting community always comes together. When it comes to benefits and stuff like that. Well, this is a benefit to our sport, from what I'm hearing, from what y'all are doing out there.
Yes.
I guess you already have dog food took care of, or how's that working?
Yes, sir. Mr. Ronnie Mace,
Mm-hmm.
He's got us hooked up with value pack dog food.
Okay.
We got Hollerback game calls. They've donated coon squallers. And we got T-shirts. We had 777 Kennels offer to donate his T-shirts. Light Hounds want to do team shirts for us. Southern Hound Apparel said that they'd be willing to help us do T-shirt sales. So
Okay.
It's a start. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And are y'all going to try to do any like online raffles or anything, to any type of events to try to help raise some money to be able to purchase any of this stuff?
Hopefully in the fall we're planning on doing an event on campus. Since our campus is so big, we can do maybe a hunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe a bench show if we could find some local judges.
Mm-hmm.
But we just have to see what the school actually permit us to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did we miss anybody? I want to make sure, Value Pack, whoever has donated, did we miss anybody that's already donated and sponsored? I want to make sure they get recognition, so our hunters that are listening to this can support and those businesses as well.
I think that's it.
Okay. So, Did we miss anything that you wanted to talk about? I want to make sure we cover everything because, like I said, I've got all day, but I just want to make sure we cover the stuff for the school and for the kids, so we can try to get as much help as we can.
I believe we covered it. Yes.
Okay. Well, like I said, if y'all are out listening to this and you're interested in getting involved in any kind of way, monetarily, going to a dog supply and buying some collars and sending them, or leads, or, I mean, guys, y'all know we go through collars, we go through leads. You can never have too much of that stuff. And then, I'm assuming, is there a way that if somebody said, I don't really know what you need, but I'm going to send you, a couple $100, is there a way to get that money to you to be able for you to utilize that in a way to help the team?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in any way,
but if we do that, it has to be written out to the school. Everything's got to go to the school.
Perfect.
Yes,
okay. So if they want to donate money, they probably just need to write a check to the school there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but yes. They can get in contact with me, and I can put them in contact with you, and you can get them lined out on where they need to send that to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, if there's anybody listening to this that wants to get involved, I encourage you to reach out and let's try to make this a great thing and try to make it something that the school is impressed with themselves, that people come together and donate to help. I mean, like I said in the beginning of this, I've never heard of a coon hunting team at a high school. And if there is another one out there and you're listening, I'm sorry. I've never heard about it or know anything about it, but, I would encourage y'all to get involved. We're always wanting to help the youth. This is a great way to be able to help the youth out, going forward. So, Mr. William, if you don't have anything else, I think we covered it all, unless you can think of something else we need to talk about. And I'll get this thing edited and get it put out pretty quick, and that way maybe we can get some stuff rolling in.
No, sir, I think that's it. I really appreciate it.
All right, Mr. William. Well, we'll be in touch, and I'll be in touch with you and kind of keeping tabs, and maybe let's see. They start school in August, right?
Yes, sir. August 1st.
Well, maybe September-ish sometime, I can reach back out to you and we can kind of get an update. I'd kind of, if you're okay with doing it, and it can be short just like this. It don't even have to be this long, but just kind of a progress report throughout this year of the school and kind of what's going on with the kids. And if there's a kid that you think would be good to be on the podcast from time to time, or we can kind of go through each one of them and how maybe have them join you on an episode of the podcast and kind of talk about the team themselves from their perspective and how it impacts them and their lives. I would love to do that as we go through this year, if that's something you're interested in doing. I know I'm throwing this on you last minute. We didn't talk about this, but I just thought about it, and I thought, it would be kind of neat to kind of get a progress report, maybe once a month, if you're okay with doing that. And maybe we don't have to do it every month, but maybe once a month or once every other month, have one of the students join you. I can do it, in an evening or something when you're about to go hunting or something. We can have a, just a short kind of update that I could put out there to kind of keep everybody informed of where the team's at and kind of your goals and where you're headed.
That sounds great to me.
Okay. Well, I look forward to future conversations. And again, if you're out there listening, let me encourage you to please reach out. Let's try to help this school and help this team get equipped, so they can be the best that they can be in the woods and get these dogs, get these young dogs up and going and be able to maybe travel and hit some of these competition hunts. Mr. William, if you ain't got nothing else, we'll shut her down.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I sure appreciate you.
Yes, sir. You too.
Thanks, guys, for listening to the Coonhound Collective podcast today. We really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to listen to the podcast. If you don't mind, head over to Facebook and give us a like, and head over to Instagram and give us a follow. It's both at the Coonhound Collective. Also, if you would like to reach us here at the Coonhound Collective, you can reach us at thecoonhoundcollective@gmail.com. If there's someone that you would like to hear on the podcast or a product that you would like to hear talked about, please send it to thecoonhoundcollective@gmail.com. Thanks again. Have a great day.